What is Minecraft's next big update? With the recent cave update, people have been wondering, what is Minecraft's next big update? With the second part of the cave update getting closer and closer, and me being too late to make this video, we can't help but wonder what the next update is. For one thing, they already have it planned, which is really impressive considering that they're not even done with the second part of the cave update. I think, because once again, I made this video very, very late. And they had to code in some really complicated coding for the new generation. But today, my brothers and sisters, I will be answering that question today. So sit back, ignore that I'm a 15-year-old child, and give me my watch time. First, we have to go over the recent update, which is pretty easy. It's an update with new coding and how the generation works, and apparently to the Mojang team took a really long time to make and a lot of brain power. They added some new bots with, again, new coding, new mobs with, again, new coding. Can you see where I'm going with this? It seems like Mojang is getting into adding some really new coding stuff. The Nether update really wasn't like it, was it? New bots with new coding, new mobs with new coding. The only mobs we see so far in the Nether update with its own specialized coding are the Striders, which is Walker Lava, Hoglins, which have randomized damaged hits, I think. Other than that, there's really nothing that stands out with coding. So it's safe to say that the Mojang team is really getting into coding in this update. They're really going out with it. What I'm trying to say is, well, there could be two outcomes. Them reusing some coding that has already been used because they spent all of that time on the cave update, or they could be refreshing their coding skills to add something really new to the game. Option 1 is easier to go over, so I'm going to be going over that one first. What would you do in this situation? Think about it. You have just coded in a very hard and time-consuming generation coding into a very big game with a very big update that people have been waiting for years. What would be the sensible thing to do? COVID is still a thing, summer vacations were taken away from the devs. What would be the right thing to do? Take back all of the time stolen, or take a much needed break to spend time with family and get some good ideas for the next big update? I think the answer is pretty obvious here for me, but that could just be a personal opinion. Not my choice on what the Mojang studio does for Minecraft. Now, the second option is kind of like easy too. People do it all the time. They practice something that they want to do, and later on do the big project that they've been wanting to do. It's a form of getting to know what they are getting into. It's not very likely the cave update's practice for the next big update, since it's a very big update that a lot of people want and have been waiting for years to come. Which brings me to my next topic. Would the next update possibly be good for Minecraft? Answer, I don't know, and I'm scared. Let's talk about this. You see, for years, people have been wanting the cave update. Now, I can't be certain of this, but I think that there are still some people playing the game just because they're ready for the cave update. As much as I hate saying that, there are definitely people who are like that out there. But look in their eyes. After the cave update, what is next? There are only two things that I could possibly see what the people want. The end update and the Aether update. Mojang already said that they didn't want to add the end update yet, and I see why. It's better to wait for the end update to make sure more updates can get in. This keeps people waiting for the end update and get to see what else Mojang has in mind for Minecraft. And when it eventually comes out, what next? What if the Aether update isn't even going to happen? What if it does, but right after the end update? What if it happened while we were waiting for the end update? Then what? The sad part is, I hate saying this, the more intense and more nice these updates get, the more ideas gets used, and then we get less and less updates. What I'm saying is, the next update will not likely be the end update, or even the Aether update. These updates are just too big to be added in for right now. For one, the Aether update and the end update have been speculated for years by the Minecraft community. And two, there has been already an anticipated update that just came out, the cave update. Now, for the October update, apparently it's going to be small, so I'm not going to really mention it here. As for the next mob vote, I'm going for the Godly Copper Gun. It's literally the most useful one out of all of them. So, what's next? Honestly, we really can't know. Not until the next Minecraft Live starts, which is going to be like a few days, and really better like this. Us not knowing what the next update is better for us. It keeps us speculating, it keeps us excited for what the next update is. So, in conclusion, we don't know what the next update is. Peace out and subscribe to Scoot Gamer.